Online sports betting could be returning to the state of Florida. A federal court deciding not to rehear a challenge to the Seminole Tribe's gambling agreement with the state.
And Steve King joins us now to explain what experts say has to happen for this to resume and when that could happen. Steve?
Todd, Felicia, online sports gambling was up and running here in Florida for 34 days back in 2021, but experts say maybe by early 2024, it could be available once again. This is the Hard Rock sports betting app, which, as you can see, is still not working here in Florida. Jarvis says next week the D.C. Circuit Court of Appeals will finalize its opinion to not rehear a case challenging the Seminole Tribe's monopoly over sports betting in Florida. The plaintiffs still have more steps they can take that would keep online sports betting on hold. State Representative Randy Fine of Brevard County, who helped negotiate the 2021 compact that allowed sports betting in Florida, discussing what could come next.
If they choose not to appeal it, then there's a 100% chance that sports gambling will be coming to the people of Florida, provided by the Seminoles.
Professor of Law at Nova Southeastern University, Bob Jarvis, says while online sports betting with this Seminole Tribe-operated app could technically return next week, it likely would not happen until later.
Since there is still this looming possibility of an appeal to the U.S. Supreme Court, which, if it was filed, would then freeze everything and put us back to where we are right now.
Jarvis thinks if there is an appeal, the Supreme Court will likely strike it down. He also does not think a possible state challenge would be successful. For those reasons, he thinks it's just a matter of time before online sports betting returns to Florida.
Sports betting is coming. It's coming here to Florida. It's going to be both in person and remote.
I reached out to the lawyers representing the plaintiffs to find out if an appeal will be filed, and I reached out to the Seminole Tribe to find out when we can expect online sports betting to return exactly, but I have not received responses as of now. Reporting live in the studio, Steve King, WPBF 25 News.